Hello, how you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Today is the 20th of August, which is day 17 of the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and today I am at the Assembly Club Bar, which is one of the two best bars. If you are in the if you have arts industry accreditation where you can be here at the Fringe. The other one is called Abattoir, but I'll show you this one. So right now it's kind of empty. This gets really hectic at night, and it closes at 5 a.m. But I never stayed here until 5 a.m. Just don't have the energy, I guess. So yeah, today's been a great day. I would say almost miraculous because I sold out. I had like a full house. Now that's something really unexpected. I don't know how it happened, given that I don't fly. But basically, I had like 20 people in the audience from pretty much everywhere. Let me remember: France, Italy, Spain, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, but I'm not sure about that. I also had a programma. Now, that was something really unexpected. And I mean, just to give you an idea, yesterday I just didn't have anybody. So, but that was a Monday. Monday's a tough day in Edinburgh. A lot of shows actually take the break on Monday. So yeah, so I don't know, it just happened, and when you're doing these festivals, you really have to just show up every day, and that's one thing, showing up, because you just never know who's gonna come and what's gonna happen. And then I also had another stroke of luck, but that's not something very interesting, and so I just won't tell you for the moment. But today's topic is going to be about reviews. So how to handle reviews, why reviews may be important. They're not always important, but they certainly have their importance. And why sometimes getting a bad review can teach you much more than getting a good review. So, and actually, in the description of this video, I will give you a link where you can download the reviews, for example, from a couple of shows of mine, Mussolini and Brexit, okay, as PDF files. Sorry, I'm thirsty. So, reviews. Now, reviews are a big thing here in Edinburgh, but are also a big thing, for example, in Avignon. I would say here, the old system, and there's a contradiction what I'm saying, it really is much more sort of industrialized. I mean, there is like a review machine. Just to give you an idea, there's a day here, and if you watch my videos, you saw a couple of shorts regarding that. There's a day here which is called a special event here, which is called Meet the Media. All right, and that's a huge event. So basically, today this event was held in the Informatic building here in Edinburgh, and literally you had all the companies showing up to speak with journalists. Now, if you bear in mind that there are like over 3,000 companies doing shows here, plus the Free Fringe. Basically, this event takes place non-stop from 10 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's like a huge queue just forming up outside the building. And the guys of the French Society will distribute free drinks, anti-stress gadgets. I mean, you name it, because literally you gotta stay queuing maybe even 2 hours before you actually have the chance to speak with a journalist. So that's a game. Everybody wants to be reviewed here, and but everybody wants to be reviewed. But is it important? Now, first of all, I get the impression that there are too many five-star reviews here at the Fringe. I mean, it's a law of economics. Something has value if it's scarce, okay? So, if I were able to invent a machine that could build diamonds out of water, the value of diamonds would just collapse immediately to zero, okay? And so that's a basic law of economics. And it's like participating in the Olympics and everybody's giving these gold medals away. So to me, it seems that there is an excess of 5-star reviews. because everywhere you go right now, it's 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. So that gives you an impression that, in a way, the reviews are becoming less important because, like I said, if they have become, if you give away stars in too much of an abundant way, then they kind of lose value. And I'm saying this to all the reviewers out there. So I think they should, these guys reviewing the shows at the Fringe, they should meet up and just give a limited amount of 5-star reviews. But like I said, for their own interest, because, as a member of the audience, you just get lost. There are so many online magazines out there, and I give you some important names: Fringe Reviews, We Review, Broadway Baby, and then of course there's oh my goodness, I've got the name. Well, anyway, there's The Guardian, prestigious reviewers like I forgot her name. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I'm just Fate Tiger. Just finished my show, and. Oh my goodness, the name of the Scottish newspaper. I don't know, amnesia. I'm aging, sorry. Maybe the cider will help me. It will come up as I'm speaking. So, yeah, the list, chortle, and so on and so forth, okay? So, and then you have also freelance journalists that maybe are coming to the Fringe, foreign reviewers, foreign press. You don't know. I mean, there's so many. And I had the chance to meet many reviewers. And nowadays, everything is changing so fast. There's also AI on board. I mean, some of these reviewers may use AI in a funny way, but I will stop here. So, so lots of reviews. And of course, people come here, they want to be reviewed. And it is very exciting for every artist that, to receive a review for their show. And I remember when I received my first reviews, it was just like very, very exciting. And reviews do build up prestige, they make your show more important in a way. So they are necessary, they are parts of the game. But, chances are you will not get a 4-star review or a 5-star review. Sometimes you will get a 2-star review, a 3-star review. That has happened to me. So, and I got 5-star reviews and 3-star reviews. I had 1 2-star review in my past. Never go 1, but it doesn't matter. It could have happened. It doesn't matter at all. And I gotta tell you the truth, although receiving a 5-star review really is a boost for your ego, I learned much more from the bad reviews, bad as 3 stars, or even 2 stars. They told me much more. They actually made my show much better, because no matter who's reviewing you, it is very difficult that this person will write, this is a bad show. I mean, it's completely useless, isn't it? So these people will write, okay, this didn't work, I didn't like this, maybe. It would get that personal or whatever, but, they try to make it up to the point. And there's a lot you can learn from that. And I remember my first like bad review I received that was from a show, Superhero, that the show with which I was here in 2012 actually, that received, if I'm not mistaken, one 4-star review, I think 1 3-star review, and then another, it was like 2-star review. Now that show, the guy that actually wrote that review was completely right about something. The show had too much interaction with the audience. And as a matter of fact, I instead of reacting emotionally to the review, I just read it carefully. I like reading reviews. And this guy was saying, this artist is great. So it's like, he was giving me a plus as an artist, but he wrote this particular show just too much audience interaction. So, and he doesn't need that. And the guy was absolutely right. As a matter of fact, I play the same show now. That show, I've been playing that show now for, 12 years. And you look it up. You can look it up on my website, www.tomcorradini.it. And I played it in Italy. There's an English version and an Italian version. And I basically cut out all interaction. So when I was here in 2012, I think I had 5 people. I would take 5 people, from the audience and put them on the stage, and then I just cut that out. And as a matter of fact, since I received that review, you see how important it is to get a bad review. I never produced a show where you have to interact with people. I mean, I made it a tenet, a basic principle of my production, never to have audience interaction. That is to say, getting somebody and put this person on the stage. Since this guy wrote that review, and I completely agree with that guy, and I must say, that guy, I forgot his name, actually improved my work big time. My work is so much better since I received that review. So what I'm saying is, the fact that you receive a bad review, bad for you emotionally, or you're rated low or stuff like that, doesn't mean anything. It just means that the show, the way it's structured, doesn't work. Doesn't work. It's not. Does not satisfy the appetite of somebody who has watched a lot of shows, like a reviewer, for example. Okay, so and I remember when I did my Mussolini show in Australia, another reviewer pinpointed something which completely slipped my mind about the way I was wearing the uniform. And I said, this guy is completely right. Oh my God, I just didn't realize that. So what I'm saying is, there's a lot you can learn from. I learned much more from bad reviews than from good reviews. Like I said, good reviews are a great ego boost. Certainly, they promote your show much better. And having said that, it's not even about reviews. I mean, like I said, it kind of gives me the impression they're kind of losing importance right now. Okay. Sorry, there's a group of I think Koreans here, Japanese, in front of me. So they were they were just saying bye bye. So, and the thing is, unfortunately, it's not, a show doesn't travel or is not booked just because of reviews. I mean, I wish it was just that, but sometimes things such as the celebrity factor may impact tremendously on the sales potential of a show. So, two of the worst shows I've seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of shows. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like more than 2,000, seriously. Just a lot. When I was running a festival for 3 years, I would watch 150 videos a year of shows, just to give you an idea, okay? And two of the worst shows I saw in my life were played by celebrities. TV celebrities, like big guys. So I cannot mention their names. One of them is a famous Italian TV celebrity, like really, really famous. He works for Rai, the state-owned television, the equivalent of the BBC. And the other one is a French actress whose name I don't know, so that's all right. I don't have to tell you her name. And I saw her play in Avignon. That's the only play in my whole life, and I'm speaking about, like I said, over 2,000 plays, where I stood up after 5 minutes of the play and I walked out because it was so terrible, that I just said, I can't waste my time here. This is a joke. And I walked out. Now, that play in Avignon, I think it was written in the flyer, did over 800 dates. 800, okay? And the theater was full of people. Full. Horrible show. And going back to the other show, played by this Italian celebrity, I went to see this show in a huge theater in Turin, my hometown, which is called Colosseo. And I think it has a capacity of like 800 seats or something like that. It's a huge theater. And I said to myself, oh my goodness, this show is just so bad. And this was an important lesson for me, right? So the show, it was like literally torture and pain and anguish. And then the show finished. And then I thought, well, what's going to happen now? I mean, it was really bad. I didn't clap. And it was a wave of standing ovation. Everybody was clapping like crazy. and I understood. It just hit my mind. You know, like in the scene Apocalypse Now, when you have Colonel Kurtz, who's speaking about the fact that, watching a scene from a Vietnamese village hit him like a diamond bullet in his head, was same story. I just realized those people were not there to watch a show. These guys were there to watch this TV celebrity. I just got it all wrong, just to see how this business works. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying, oh, it shouldn't be. I'm not griping. The worst thing you can do in life is play the role of the victim. I just understood. I said, my goodness, I got this all wrong. So sometimes people, they don't go out to watch shows. They go out to watch a TV celebrity. They absolutely don't care what this person is doing. And that's the way it works. You gotta accept it. So that's why I'm saying, don't fixate on reviews. They are important, like I said, but then, if you get a bad review, it's not the end of the world. Sit down, read it, understand, judge it with a pinch of salt, see if you can learn from it. And if you get a good review, great for you, okay? Certainly in a Fringe festival, receiving good reviews has an avalanche effect on promotion. So people, if you get, they go to the Edfringe website or the Avignon Off website, whatever it is. Although in Avignon, I don't think they publish the reviews. I think it's completely different. Here they do, okay, on the website. So, and, they go there and they say, "Oh my goodness, this guy got like 5-star reviews from the list. So I'm just gonna see this show because it must be good." Okay. And I think what counts a lot also is reviews from the audience. And sometimes the audience will see something that the professional reviewer will not see. That does happen. So, and that's a reason why sometimes, if I'm not too tired, I like to stay after a show and talk to the audience. For example, with my Mussolini show, there are things audience members told me that really hit my mind. That was really, an eye opener. Like I met like these 3 or 4 guys who are like pretty much into history. So they gave me a feedback which was both constructive and also helped me improve my show. But small stuff. It can even be the way the character is speaking, or so, or some particular words which were used by this character, and so on and so forth. Okay. So, like I said, I hope this helps. Don't get too depressed if you get bad reviews. Don't get overexcited if you get good reviews. Good for you, but like I said, it's not enough. As I was saying, do not count on them to sell your show, all over. They play a part. I have respect for the reviewers in general, and that's because these people, they don't do it for the money. I mean, people that come here and review the shows, they're basically 2 types. Either a person who's extremely passionate for theater, like real passion, like real passion, so you gotta respect that. Or you may have also young people who may be a bit more naive, but they're trying to get an experience in journalism and stuff like that, so they're reviewing shows and so on and so forth. You know what? I mean, it may be that next year I'm gonna come up here and review shows as well, because I was offered to do that. So that's very tempting, okay? And I will probably look at shows from another angle. If it were me, actually, when reviewing a show, I would actually, instead of giving like 4 stars or 5 stars or something like that, I would do like, when you see those feedbacks from Booking.com, where you see the sort of overall score, but that's broke down into pieces. So you have like location, services, food, and so on and so forth. I would do the same. So I would break it down into writing, staging, music, and so on and so forth. I think that would, probably if I'm going to review a show, I would do it that way, and then come up, with my sort of star number, 4, 3, 2, whatever. Okay. So that's it. Day 17, I'm pretty much finished. And how many days to go? I think we got 5 days to go. 4 days, because I gave my last day, the slot of my last day to another company. I need to rest. And wherever you are, guys, enjoy life. If you liked the content of this channel, subscribe. If you are a fellow artist and you want to comment on whether reviews are helpful or not, or how you felt, and so on and so forth, comment as well, and let's try to keep theater alive. Bye bye, enjoy life.
Make me cry another day.